again, if Fnatic are playing like we know they can play on Inferno, then it'd just be a tough one in general. I think most people do expect Fnatic to be the ones coming out on top of this series, and right now against that eco, this round should be straightforward. 4 already, actually 3 at that point, 4 eventually for Flusha. Just the word short here. Could give them the option if they want to try and drop into the CT spawn, but over on long, we do eventually see Prince actually getting one. Doesn't expect it to be followed up, so with that, Alu at least is able to trade. And now over towards the ramp, there's a player that's got in a very difficult position, being Brolan. Not really able to do too much as he gets blinded and taken down. Golden then trying to rotate into the CT spawn.
And later on, they'll be splitting in through middle, where Crims has got a big task on hand.
Yeah, and unfortunately only able to get 1 kill before going down. Roland was nearby to give some assistance, but again, the trades are just available for Fnatic. They're slowing this down. They've dropped the bomb in mid, and Golden ends up coming out with a double on that AWP before falling. Able to get that bomb and run back in time to start planting it. JW just has a free kill, and even then, he doesn't make it in time. So, indeed, Fnatic going to be able to snatch that one away. A great hold from Golden and just around mid in general.
Oh, I was going to say to move into pit, but Sergey's actually stuck out in the open. Talking about the open, Sunny just walks into B, which is now completely open. Flusha coming back in, spots the player, and sprays away to take him down and save the day. But sadly, well, not actually that sad. He spots out no one else is B. That info then gives them the fact that it's probably going to be an A hit. Crims tries to push forward, can't get anything done. Golden caught out in the open in CT, not a chance, and Flusha gone too. And losing the one player isn't going to hurt them much.
Just trying to go back to what was working for them earlier with this immediate long push, trying to get the control. This time actually sending the second player out to commit to it. And Ariel, with that assistance from Alu, finds a quick headshot. Sergey, if he can return this, should give them that full control. And in the meantime, Sunny has also just walked up short, so they've got this A bomb site already. Unless Golden from the spawn is able to pull off some sort of a miracle. And it does look like he wants the challenge quite heavily. The issue is just not expecting Sunny to be up close already.
But the fact that they've gotten off to such a good early half, this is the foundations already built.
They allowed them to focus maybe more so towards one of the choke points. As now they will begin to move forward indeed. I believe just being spotted there as well, so they caught it over. Golden ends up jumping up, taking down Sergey with a quick headshot. For the moment though, they aren't really aware of the fact that everyone is coming in through mid, so you can see they're both kind of just hiding out. Golden was more so focused on the tunnel. At this point realizes that there's at least one more player around that mid door, and actually lines them up as they try and come through. That's the bomb getting dropped, leaving it all on Alu, who they do know is back towards mid. Already taken one with the up, but I think he may be limited to that. Actually gets the leg on Golden, but he's just running out of time. There's 14 seconds left. He's pressured, of course, to just try and push in with his pistol out. Roland's gone. Straight through the smoke, straight through the gap of the door. Alu is just like, yeah, you got 1 round, but that's it.
Where's Flusha with the opening onto Ariel, backing off immediately, looking for the site. Finally, an opening that's not answered back on. Fnatic, man advantage. And ENCE are going to have to claw this back. JW goes out for the peek, and he suffers. Sergey takes a bit of damage, but that's from his teammate. And down goes Flusha. Out of nowhere, Fnatic are now behind in the round, locked out of the site as the bomb makes its way over, and a plant comes through. Short and long control goes towards ENCE. But these CTs are going forward. Fnatic don't want to give this one up.
Yeah, they want to. As you can see, Flash goes in to give them some sort of an opening. Sunny's the man who's holding off from long and is the one who takes that first point of contact. And actually does find the kill. Golden only able to return one. At that point, he was already just...
Moves in towards the CT spawn. Saving this off in the next round would actually be huge for them, but another kill comes through. Now the game plan changes. It's time to go in for this potentially in a 4v3. With an AK in hand, it's definitely winnable, and it looks like long control is what they're going for, but X7 hears them. He knows there's at least 2 out. Catches a bit of damage, and he can just wait here and get a crossfire. But his teammates know he challenges again, even on low HP. ENCE might just be throwing this one away.
As you say that, though, I do realize Sergey has a fairly confident position. Unfortunately, not able to actually get that lineup like it looked like was possible, and now it's all on Sunny. Everyone's tagged up heavily, but there's still a decent amount of time at this point, and Brolan just runs in with that AK, gets the headshot, and I believe...
They move down through middle immediately and open that up, leaving Brawlin to hold down on B by himself. He's being split. 4 players coming in through the CT spawn, and as he looks up above in window, he, oopsie daisies, catches Alu, but is immediately traded out, and... Although normally they would be saving this, Fnatic have to go for it. It's the last round, and look at X7's position. This could be dirty.
Yeah, at the moment, just really trying to hold off this rotation as long as he can. And with this is here, and I believe all of the footsteps at this point. So he's allowed for his entire team to just focus in all around. There was a few chances for Fnatic that they definitely did let go. Not all of them being their fault, such as the defuse, but right now they're actually just going to straight up rush B. I mean, not wanting to go anything too crazy, keeping it simple and just looking to try and hit their shots. And so far, they are actually managing to do so. Brolan, Flusha, and Crims all joining in. It was actually Flusha, I believe, finding one around short there. May have been in mid as he was holding off the rotation, but leaving just 2 players now for ENCE. Sunny and Alu trying to come in. They do have a kit. They have a flash. Thrown both of them over, but unfortunately not finding any openings off the back of it. So Sunny already being dinked up, looks to fade away, but that's not going to be allowed. So far, JW is not connecting the scout shots like he's been trying to. Eventually will get it.
And immediately there, they're opening it onto Sunny. That's a brave push by Sergey. Another player swinging out. ENCE are taking this defense very, very proactively, and it's working for them. X7 in there with one, looking for the second on the side itself, but couldn't get it done. And so a 2v2, but the bomb is still left to be planted. Alu catches the kill, in fact, as Brawlin trades, but look where Aerial is. He's already on the site, and I don't know if they're fully aware of this. Looks like the suspicion was in, and Brawlin with the headshot to close it out just in time.
JW is just actually going to walk straight up mid. Right now, Fnatic just trying some wild things, realizing they are in a very difficult spot. JW somehow not able to connect that shot there in the CT spawn, and it's actually the flank that I wasn't even paying attention to that comes in and just immediately cleans up. Brolin being so low, can't even afford to try and trade it. He's just left hiding in the corner, and by the time he does peek, Alu is ready to come in and help his teammate out.
What a huge flank coming through from Sunny. The double kill essentially leading to the third. Flusha catches Sunny continuing to aggress though. Looking into T-spawn, poking the beast. The Flusha is eventually taken down by the long...
Actually react to it now because already this commitment is getting ready to come in from both short and long. Golden finds Aerial up close. Actually, Flusha being left to hold the lurk is going to be able to get one as well. And now it's all onto just one man around this bomb site. And even then, he's been forced back down into the CT spawn. Unfortunately, not able to get any vision over the smoke either, but they will still look to try and work in together from short. X7 finding one gives a bit of an opening. Begun to look a lot better on this D side, and they're kind of flipping the script at this point.
Finds a kill, but they refocus. Fnatic starting to move in towards middle as they take down Alu, and now they're going to come up for a split a little bit later on.
Oh.
This is dangerous, but there's 3 CTs on the side. What is the push through from Sergey, though?
Yeah, that was a very dangerous push. I mean, they had a chance there to try and hold off the choke points together. They had the smokes down, I guess feeling like they needed a kill before the T's begun to actually swarm the bomb site itself, but...
A big factor to come into play as they push through to short. If Alu finds this first kill, the remaining players are both very low, and that could be easy for Aerial. There it is. 2 kills coming through. Sunny with another on the P250. JW's got low HP, and he's the last alive in a 1v5, and Fnatic... This was their round. It was for free, Dean. Pistols for the most part, and yet here they are. The Ops not even playing that huge of a role. They lost it to the UMP for the most part. JW's got to pull off a 25-second 1v5. He's been flanked out on long as well, and now he's mollied out. So that should be the end of the round, and Alu seals it with a nade. Well, that means you got a lot of pressure on those players pushing out of the tunnels. Up above, easily done by Sergey. Spraying them down, almost taking a 3K. Golden carefully giving the bomb to his teammate so as not to make a sound cue, but the nade comes in anyways, and it does a lot of damage. Back turn, Golden goes out too early. The flash timing was horrible, and Fnatic have lost the bomb on long. Sunny cautious in crossing over on middle. He knows they could be lurking around. Flush is gone, and with that, the round. 12 seconds left. 1v5 again for JW without his AWP this time, and he just hasn't got the time on the board. ENCE taking themselves a 15th, and that was so messy as well. This time they decide not to do it, and you see why that's not really the best of ideas. They realize that the CTs are onto them as Golden falls to a nade. The rest of the team split up to B. X7 holding down, and Sergey, they've got to stop them here.
Yeah, well, X7's ready. Already getting one. Follows up at a second. Sergey going to be able to help out, and it's JW who didn't have a weapon for a moment. Trades out to that M4, but left with 14 seconds, 4 opponents, and at this point having to reload as well now as they're all pushing him down. It is just impossible. 16-14 for ENCE. They are eventually able to get the victory here for themselves on Dust 2. But very already flanking behind the top of mid very early on in the round. The question is, will he make it in time to actually get a lot of impact? I believe that's the bomb he was tapping away at. Actually, indeed, dropping the bomb around. Delpan, Sunny going to be able to pop out and take JW under the window. Oh, and Flusha. He had a nice chance there to maybe try and catch one off guard, but gets absolutely wrecked by Sergey.
especially with 4 M4s. ENCE have even future-proofed themselves here. X7's the only one I'd expect to go super aggressive. They shut down that mid attempt very, very quickly.
At this point, Fnatic getting themselves both a man advantage and also this mid control. They've set themselves up in a great position for this A split, which seems to be the goal.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the players in on the ramp and Palace as JW picks up a second opening. Prince gets challenged. Sergey had to try to seize a bit of map control. He couldn't stand out there in the open on Palace, but not a lot done. And with that, an MP9 to retake, not ideal, and that's going to be all they've got left to work with. X7 in a pretty difficult 1v5, arguably.
X7 has at this point. They don't know that it's just an MP9, not a rifle or whatever. But they're giving him a chance. Oh, he's going to go for the knife. Is he going to be spotted? Apparently not. Doesn't realize it's a player towards Van at this point. Yeah, flush it and creep past. So
a lot of danger for the A players. There's still smokes in play for Fnatic, which should be coming over. Although they're just dry peeking all the angles. Flashes through. Sonny's away. He's away in the brain. Just staring out a connector and gets domed in the side.
Yeah, but I was going to say, Aerial had just been hiding in the back of the bomb site the entire time. How the hell is he able to get gold? And I have no idea how he didn't go down. Fortunately, Brolin eventually comes through with a nade to finish him off. And probably forcing ENCE onto the eco in this next one. I mean, again, though, at this point, mollied off as well. He really can't do too much anymore. I think they realize it is probably just that one player. They haven't pulled any rotations from that A bomb site, leaving still ENCE in a pretty decent position to hold this down. The issue is now it's actually all on Aerial, and he's been mollied off on the ramp as well. Brolin, though, tries to go forward, immediately being dropped. Alu gets one elsewhere, and suddenly it's all on Crims, and even then he's stuck out in the open, so nothing to be done. He wanted to try and push up on short, ends up getting completely slapped by the deagle of JW. This push also then trying to come in towards A now. Fnatic looking to try and pounce off the back of that opening that they did find the round mid. And so far, not trading out too badly. Brolin actually catching the back of Sunny. That one surprised me a little bit. That gives them the chance now, if they wanted, I was going to say, to try and maybe bring it elsewhere. The issue was the bombs dropped back towards ramp. Brolin's now gone as well and push. So Aerial indeed in a perfect position. JW not even taking his gun out, trying to sprint it there as quick as he could.
Heavy stakes on the board. If ENCE can find this again, no money for Fnatic, but that isn't vice versa, as ENCE have got that bankroll built up. Alu with the opening, that helps them out a massive amount, and he's got a third, locking down short, and this is a disaster for Fnatic. So little cash in the bank, 30 seconds left, bomb down on short. In such an important round, it looks like it's going to go to ENCE. Despite Flush's kill, they've got to make a lot happen, and Alu's looking in towards the apartments as the last player moves forward. Crims hits the floor. They've also managed to retrieve an AWP in the hands of Brolin, looking to catch the connector players off as they move forward. Aerial shows himself, and he's down. Golden with another. And all of a sudden, Fnatic are in the lead. Bomb planted. Brolin ready for that peak. And just like that, it's all over. And Fnatic...
I was going to say in the 5-on-4, but Alu has managed to snatch away one.
Brolin being sneaky. That flash doesn't fully blind him, but Sunny had his knife out trying to get over the stairs. Brolin gets a double, and Fnatic again miles ahead. Alu trying to get back out there, and despite their low HP, he's got the op. Can't really take advantage of it despite the first kill. Time is low, and as he moves on forward, he spots another. Has to go in for the defuse now. Smoke dropped. Flush has got to dive down there and try to shut him out. He missed the spray at the start, but eventually connects it.
And it looks like they do want to go for something a little bit more crazy. Just going to push straight up mid. And again, Brolin just straight up short. So he's actually going to bypass a couple of them. Unfortunately, his teammate's not going to be able to do the same. So we do see ENCE actually finding some opening picks. They had no idea. I don't think that Brolin was up short. What a shot. How the hell does Alu hit that? Gets another as well. Follows up for the second headshot on Flush it.
Swinging out a little bit wider to try and, not leave, in fact. Forcing it even further, and he finds the kill, but it's time to leave. JW is going to push as soon as this smoke fades, but in comes Alu to save the day, and great mid-control by ENCE. A 4 versus 2, and the bomb left on top mid with no way to really get down it. That's nasty by Sunny onto Flusha, spraying away with the pre-fire. That is true.
Here we go. Oh, almost managed to actually get that. Must have heard the little jump up on the ledge. A couple of headshots already being found. At this point, they've gone ahead and got a couple players up through short, and the B-bomb site is completely open. I believe they've sent the bomb actually back through under so that it wouldn't risk being taken down, and they even have a lurker. Sergey, we've seen him back on Dust 2 as well, always being the man who'd be probing around the opposite bomb site, just making sure that he's always a nuisance. The issue is they don't clear short at all. Flush it allowed to just tap away for ages with that USP and find 2. And how is this happening? Fnatic are recovering it. It's suddenly fallen all onto Sergey, and they know he's back towards that A bomb site, and Crims just wrecks him. What the hell? to try and advance forward as they can't drop out the window itself. Instead, forced to go through balcony. But again, Sunny actually this time will be able to get the trade. At least the Molotov is perfect. He actually gets Brolin in the background. That was not the man he was aiming for, but he will take it. Now it is, again, a decent spot for ENCE to be in, but JW just holding has eventually gifted himself a kill. It's Crims and JW. The bomb, of course, yet to be planted. Both players just kind of...
He knows there's probably someone around bench, but has to take the M4 for the closer range skirmish as they move forward. Crims spots one from behind, but he's taken down from bench. And Alu finishing off that round with the kill to put them on 11. I don't know if they know where Sunny is, though. I know they've spotted the player in Palace and the one on site, but Sunny, as of yet, I don't know if he's made noise, and that could be a very defining part of the round. He swings out, the player's already dead. At least he takes Brolin. And Crims has no way out. He was already pushed forward in CT to help Brolin with the...
And it works out for them to find that two-man advantage. They've restricted ENCE from getting that mid-control, which so far has been a big issue. They've been using that to split onto the bomb sites to leave lurkers who can slow rotations, and as I said before, just be a nuisance, a thorn in the side. And this is looking like a very convincing round so far from Fnatic. Can any damage at least be done here by the remaining ENCE players is the question. Make it somewhat worthwhile. That is ballsy from Flusha, but it works out perfectly.
ENCE are looking to just push straight through to the A-bomb site, and this is so poorly timed for Fnatic. Brolin's the only player here. Everyone else is focused towards that early mid-control. Brolin's already challenged, luckily not taken down. The nade dropped. Great opening duel for him. Low HP on Sunny, who's also taken down. He can't do more, but his teammates come in to save the day. X7 spraying away, but all of a sudden it's a 2v2. How have things flipped out of control for Fnatic? Brolin with such a good A defense. Alu's holding on the op. Golden needs to be careful about peeking this. He can't afford to dry peek it, but he's got no utility, and his teammates nowhere nearby. Alu pushing slowly down towards CT. A move's going to have to be made eventually, and Alu's checking the corner. He's got the kill, and it's all down to Flusha. He has to go for this on 14-8. His chances of winning are quite low. The flash perfect as well. X7 doesn't really want to peek here on 18 health. Especially with Alu having that op in a 1v1, it's not ideal. Smoke goes down, and Flusha caught with a nade in hand. He makes it over, drops a flash, goes up on top. Oh, Alu, no, he's killed his teammate, but there's no time. There's none at all. Alu wants to knife him to death. He can't get it done, and has given them an op. If Flusha makes it away, 55 HP, yeah, just about.
Bring it anywhere at this point. They are trying to feel out what exactly is going on with the defense, but now beginning again to approach a true connector. No nades at all, just playing off a contact, and Crims actually finds 3 with the FAMAS. Nearly able to do a little bit more damage onto Alu. It's JW instead on the flank who should finish that one off. And indeed, that is the case. It's all on Sergey as he's been somehow dropped into a 1-on-3. And despite getting that first kill, I don't expect much more. Flusha already posted up there from short with the op as well.
They've been doing this a lot, though. Fnatic, we've seen 4 rounds now in a row where they've been focused on mid-control, which is good, unless it's not. When ENCE overwhelm the bomb site, okay, never mind. They get the bomb plants at least 1 kill. Hey, it's not the worst in the world. But we saw
they
that...
didn't have smokes, that's the issue. If they had smokes, they could lock them out of bomb site.
Absolutely. What I was going to say in the previous round, and
it's most likely going to be brought onto B. I like this. It's only actually Golden on the bomb site itself right now.
Oh, he's found one at least. Ariel's low, so there's a second. Looking to window for more, and Golden with a quick triple. Yet again, up against a fast pistol rush. This could go very bad.
Yeah, getting completely destroyed as they try and push out. Apologies, sorry. Family members coming in, always the horrible times. But X7, I was going to say, shouldn't really have too much hope here. Surprisingly, Flusha pushed forward. His other teammates obviously been held off by smoke, so they're not really able to do anything about helping him out on the trade. Initially, both players then trying to fight it as well. And X7...
And if ENCE use their smokes here to get themselves out onto this bomb, or their smoke, excuse me, it's actually only Ariel that has one. They should be able to cross over fairly safely. JW on the pistol to open it. With a bomb, should make it to sight. In fact, even further, Alu's got a second kill. Sergey pushed up close. It's free, and it's all down to Golden to find himself 3.
Yeah, I mean, he had this long flank. If his teammates maybe were able to survive a little bit longer, perhaps it could have been something that he could have actually done some work with, but being left alone immediately, you do see ENCE as well reacting, okay, he's taking a while. Let's have a check around ramp, see if he's trying to flank us out. They get ready for the double peek and just rip his head off immediately. 2-0 for ENCE.